Hello, everybody. My name's Amy Holmwood, and I'm delighted to be able to introduce you today to 5 incredible entrepreneurs. Each has their own unique story and background, and we're going to start off by talking about something called Nutrigenomics and Biohacking, which is a new area in the wellness sector, where more money is going to be flowing in the economy than any other sector. So each of us have really looked at this and figured out how we can integrate this into our own lives and also into our businesses. So we're going to start off today with Dr. Shawn McKee. Shawn's going to give us a little bit of her background and how she was introduced to this technology. Shawn?
Hi, Amy. Thank you so much for having me. I'm a neuroradiologist, which means basically I read the MRIs that are of the brain and the spine, and primarily looking for the reason someone has a headache or a foot drop or back pain and that kind of thing. And it's absolutely the most gratifying professional job that I could have ever hoped for. But lately I have found something, and I'd love to tell everybody about it.
Yeah, so tell us how you were introduced to this technology.
Well, 6 years ago, I was absolutely exhausted, and that's just not like me. I call myself the Energizer Bunny. I run marathons and Ironman triathlons, and I do CrossFit, and I have 2 busy kids, and I'm married to a gastroenterologist. So me being tired was not an option, and so my husband sweetly suggested that I see an anti-aging doctor. And I was a little bit insulted at first, but then I realized, his intentions were good. He knew something was wrong. And this doctor, measured every level, every hormone in my body. And of course, I was depleted in several things. So she put me on a handful of supplements. So I was literally taking 28 pills a day. And I did this for 6 months, and I did not feel any better. When I went to see her for my follow-up, I kind of complained. I said, I hate taking that many pills. And she looked at me and she said, well, there's one product that's clinically proven to reduce oxidative stress by an average of 40% in everyone who takes it. And my husband and I both take it. Her husband was an elite Ironman triathlete. And she said the company has real peer-reviewed research done by major medical schools. Well, as a physician and an athlete, I knew what oxidative stress was. I knew that's rusting from the inside out. I knew that's what happens to an apple when you cut it and it turns brown. And I knew I had too much. And I said, I want to take that forever.
So how have you decided, and why have you decided to bring this into your life and share it with other people?
Well, I just think that there's so many people on a health journey right now, like I was, trying to figure out why they feel like, why they're exhausted, and they're doing everything they can. They're eating right, they're exercising, and they still don't feel any better. And I just feel like people need to know there is a way you can go upstream of the whole process of everything that goes wrong after age 20. And it's so simple, and it is working with your body, and people just don't know.
Exactly. So, I know that your background and your specialty is one of the highest paying sectors within medicine. So what excites you about this business opportunity? I know you could just be a user and a consumer of the products, but why did you decide to integrate this into your business?
Well, I'll never not take it unless they stop making it. But, the thing that truly excites me about sharing it with people, not only seeing the results in their health and changing people's lives and transforming health, but the word is residuality, and it's a made-up word. But basically, if I read an MRI, Blue Cross Blue Shield is going to send me a check the following month. If I don't read an MRI, Blue Cross Blue Shield is not sending me a check. With this, it is a phenomenon that people who take it and experience what their body works and acts like without all that burden of oxidative stress, they never want to go back. They take it forever. And the company is nice enough to thank me for bringing them a lifelong user of the product.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much, Shawn. It's really an inspiration to be able to work with you. We're going to move on to Cherie Semsky. And Cherie, I know that you've been learning a lot because your son's had some health issues. And, this nutrigenomics category where we're talking about plants and dietary components that can change the expression of your genes, turning the bad genes down and turning the good genes up. I'd love to have you share with us, why you decided to bring natural products into the fold with your son and some of the experiences that you've had, and also give us a little bit of your background.
Well, thank you for asking. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I have 4 kids. My husband travels, and I'm very busy with that. Our health issues were, our health journey, as Dr. McKee put it, I love that, has been all about focused on ADD and ADHD and asthma. And I had my son put in my car in first grade on first day and said, we have a problem. And ever since then, I've been on this path, and we have tried pharmaceuticals. We've tried lots, but this was a godsend to us when Dr. McKee was the one who shared with me this whole NRF2 pathway and reduction of oxidative stress. And it was a word I had been looking for. I had been looking for natural. We had been praying for a natural avenue instead of therapy and medication and pharmaceuticals. And we just weren't getting anywhere with our doctors. And nobody had ever said the word oxidative stress to me. And I find that mind-blowing, because when Dr. McKee showed me the use of PubMed, but the investigative report with John Kionis, he mentions oxidative stress, and I saw thousands of articles on oxidative stress related to issues we were having. So the natural path was a no-brainer for us, and it's been just phenomenal for us.
So what results specifically have you seen, Cherie, with your son?
Oh my goodness. It's just extensive. We have a reduction in social anxiety. We've had a total change in parent-teacher communication from a lot of stressful, how are we going to fix this communication, to just wonderful accolades on how wonderful. And we knew our child was wonderful, of course, but we also had an improvement of grades, and just the social anxiety, that improvement of confidence. That was the biggest thing. We're all struggling, frustrated parents trying to find the right avenue to, we're advocates for our children. And when we can't find the right answers that aren't settling well with us, with our doctors, we want to make sure we're on the right path with our kids. So the confidence in him that he sings and acts on stage now, and that would have never been a part of it before.
That's amazing. So why have you now integrated this into a business for yourself?
Well, because we had such phenomenal results. I knew that, as a mom, I'm always telling people what I'm doing if they're asking, how are you managing ADD? How did you resolve his terrible acne? We were on a path to going into not Retin-A, but Accutane. That was our next step. And we were trying to pull all of that, all the chemicals out of his diet and whatnot, managing his ADD, and having great success just doing the Protandim and the Axio, just implementing that NRF2 activation internally. And then we were about to smother him with, some more chemicals on his face. So, when we learned about this, our True Science skincare line, and saw where we could go with his acne, it was amazing. He went from always being inflamed and red, and he's trying to build his confidence at the same time, and he's full of acne. So we just implemented this very simple, he's a teenage boy. The process has to be simple, and if you're doing the same thing in the morning to the evening, he's gonna continue it. And his skin cleared up, and it was amazing. And there was no way I wasn't going to tell people about this, and there was also no way I was gonna, I didn't want to I knew it was going to be part of our long-term plan, so I needed to talk about it.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. And, these stories are incredible. Of course, anything that we're going to say on this webinar is not intended to treat, cure, heal, diagnose, or mitigate any disease. But we are talking about NRF2 activation, which is a total game changer, and biohacking, which is cracking the code to your DNA, and that's in all of your organs, your skin, your brain, your all your organs. And so this is really important, but I just want to make that, because I know we'll probably have some more testimonials today. So we're going to move over to Dr. Deborah Viglione. Deborah, I know you're in the area of anti-aging medicine. What does it mean to be an integrative and anti-aging medical doctor? Oh, you're muted, okay? You got to unmute your line, Deb. Thank you.
Yeah. Sorry.
Perfect.
Hey, everybody. Basically, I'm an internal medicine physician, but I chose to try to heal the body as opposed to put a Band-Aid on it or treat a symptom. So I look, long before we had the name Nutrigenomics, I've been practicing that. I like to think of the body as like an engine, or a car and an engine and all the little parts that go, they all have to be working, they all have to be in synchrony, and all the systems have to be working well. Well, the body breaks down, and maybe one system won't function, another system won't function, this pathway won't work. And I look at the genetics as well as their nutritional status, and then I try to fix that by giving them the things they're missing or changing the expression of the genes. So I was doing nutrigenomics before it had a name.
Got it. And so tell us a little bit about the science of the NRF1 and the NRF2 technologies and how you explain that to people.
Okay. This has been so exciting for me. I want to show the two products I'll be talking about because what I've been doing is what Dr. Sean was talking about earlier. I classically sent people out of the office literally with 28, 25, 30 supplements, trying to get the body to run right. When I found out about these, they are gene activators. It's very, very different than taking a vitamin A or a vitamin C. Those are direct antioxidants. These actually turn your genes on, and then the body starts making, in this case, proteins and enzymes that are like a vacuum cleaner. They clean up the body. They clean up the engine. They're reducing oxidative stress. They're getting the rust out of the body. That's the biggest cause of aging and disease there is. And I've been hearing about that at my conferences for probably about 15 years. If you could reduce oxidative stress, the body can heal. The body won't age at the same rate. Then this product is an NRF1 activator. This turns on basically the engine in your body. That's what makes all of your energy. This makes you make more energy, more ATP, something that happens as you age. And my biggest complaints are I'm tired, I can't think straight, I have brain fog, and I can't lose weight. This ups your metabolism, which is one of the things that slows down as you age. These are absolutely incredible. They've revolutionized my practice.
That's amazing. And I know you're excited about our probiotic as well. And I would love you to first tell us about how long you will recommend to anyone that you're sharing this with to take these products, but also share a little bit about our new probiotic.
Okay, when they came out with the probiotic, I'd been using probiotics throughout my entire career. And I thought, what is so special about this? But what happens is the majority of the probiotics out there, only 4% make it down into the intestine. That's why they have to literally put 250 billion in there. And I'd never had anyone come back and say, this product changed my life. I hear this routinely now. I have never had people come in and say, I have to have this product. I can't keep it on my shelf. They say, a lady came in last week, I haven't had a formed stool in 10 years. She never told me that before, that she had problems. People don't tend to tell you sometimes how their digestive system's working. But that's the entrance to the body. That's where all your nutrients are absorbed. So if your gut isn't functioning properly, then you're going to be nutrient deficient. Nothing can work right. And this probiotic has an acid-reduced resistant technology that is patented and proven to deliver at least 60% of the good bacteria to your intestine. It also has a patented WellMune, which is a form of beta-glucan that turns the white cells on your intestine. 80% of your immune system is in your intestines. Also, 80% of the neurotransmitters that run your brain are made in the intestines. So it's vital that that's functioning properly.
So what are you excited about with regard to this business, Deborah? I know you're a very successful physician. Why did you decide to integrate LifeVantage into your practice?
Well, I knew that I was going to use this the moment I heard about it. I was going to tell everybody about it. I was also familiar with the concept of multi-level marketing, direct sales, word of mouth marketing, and knew that's the best way to market. That's the best way to make money. And realized that this was breakthrough technology. And when you're first in an industry and you have something so remarkable, guys, I can't tell you how remarkable this is. There's always going to be money behind it. And even though I'm highly successful as far as patients go, medicine is tough. And the business part of medicine I've not been good at, and I needed extra money to keep my practice running. So it was a great fit.
Oh, that's great. Thank you so much. We're going to move over to Jessica Crate. Jessica is an incredible entrepreneur, an elite athlete, and she's going to tell you a little bit about her background and why she elected to use our NRF2 and NRF1 technologies and our nutrigenomics science in her own life and in her business.
Awesome. Thanks so much for having me on, Amy. It's so exciting to be on here. And as a former medical device and pharmaceutical rep, I witnessed firsthand the neglect in the industry just from a drugs perspective, and was excited about Protandim when I heard about it. However, it wasn't until I fractured my foot training for the Boston Marathon and racing in that race that I woke up to really what Protandim can do for your body. And I had fractured my foot back in 2011 and had multiple injuries throughout my 15-year career as a professional runner and triathlete. So upon hearing about Protandim, I said, okay, as a marathon runner, if I'm inducing oxidative stress and running 26 miles under 6-minute pace is nothing good for your body, I said I needed this product yesterday. And not only did Protandim, the product that Deborah just showed, help reduce the inflammation in my body, I recovered in half the time my therapist said I would, and rebounded from injury to qualify for 5 world championships, and have been injury-free for 6 years. But what the company's really done is help me understand prevention. I've also instituted Axia, which is one of my favorite products. It is guilt-free energy, helps with mental endurance, helps unlock your brain's potential, really helping your body and your mind come alive. You know, running is such a mental sport. So is endurance triathlons. And so being able to not only optimize your brain function, but be able to think clear, focus more, and perform at your optimal potential is what's so exciting, not just for athletes, but for the everyday individual who doesn't want to look, feel, and perform better. So that's what I love about our products and really what it's helped me to do as an athlete.
That's great. And I know you've been taking the products for, I think, about 6 or 7 years. And, you've really seen the benefits. You know, these benefits continue to inure in the body. I mean, all these products, the longer you take them, the more benefit you're going to get. So Jessica, tell us, I know you were a successful pharmaceutical rep. Tell us what it means to be in LifeVantage as a businesswoman.
Well, kind of like Dr. Sean McKee discussed as well, you know, trading hours for dollars was not getting me anywhere fast in life. And I was sick and tired of building someone else's dream and really wanted to take ownership of my own dream. So I said, you know what, if I could help more people, not only does my family need these products, but I started to think about who needed Protandim and who needs our products is every single living being that breathes oxygen. So being able to have something that you can know that's validated, that's tested, you know, as an athlete, I wanted to know that if I was going to help my clients, that it was tested by the Banned Substance Control Group, that it was approved by the NSF, that it had those stamps on it to really just be able to say, hey, we can put our name to these products and they're going to help every single person I come across. So transferring into the business side to say, wow, not only is my check a direct reflection of the people that I've helped, it's been able to leverage my time and also provide me more financial freedom to do the things I love. I love to travel. I love to train. I love to help other people. So being able to live the laptop lifestyle is so fun, and to connect with people on a different level and say, hey, I have something for your body that's going to help you. But when your body's in alignment, your mind is clear, and really just helping unlock people's potential and their passions in life, and getting out of their day-to-day job, because nobody wakes up on a Monday excited to go to work if they're in something they're not passionate about. So helping people do more of what they love and really just bridge that gap between health and wealth and financial freedom.
Fantastic. Oh, that's so exciting. I love working with all of you guys. Well, I am pleased to introduce to you Dr. Melody Rodarte. She's out of Phoenix, Arizona, and she was recently named one of the top physicians in Arizona. And so she's going to tell us a little bit about her practice and how she learned about this technology.
Hi, Amy and everyone. Thank you so much for including me in this just awesome call that we get to share you can see that we're all passionate about this. And so, as Amy said, I'm board certified in internal medicine and bariatric medicine, and that list was part of being one of the top 5 in obesity medicine. It's become one of my passions because I noticed I wasn't being able to help so many people in private practice, and it being the root of so many diseases, and which we're stemming from is oxidative stress. And so I was looking for something specifically for my son. Since the beginning of my practice, I always included Eastern and Western medicine, just as Dr. Viglione was talking about, just being able to put people on supplements and hoping that we were preventing disease or decreasing the stress on the body. Well, my son has an autoimmune disorder called alopecia, and I was tired of having to take him for steroid injections and oral steroids and acid to trick his immune system. And you know, as a mom, I'll tell you it was hard because he saw me as a doctor and I couldn't fix him. And I was having to go to these appointments with him that were sometimes painful. And so I was looking and looking and looking for something natural that would reduce his stress, because I knew stress was a trigger for autoimmune disorders. Well, one of my colleagues just knew that I did a lot of preventative medicine, and he had heard about this, and he and his wife were on this product. And so he had his wife give me a call and want to share this with me. And so it just was perfect timing, because I was really looking for something natural that could reduce the stress in my son's life.
So you're obviously excited about this, and you've had amazing results. So you've integrated this into your practice. So what excites you about being part of this revolution in wellness and this new technology?
I'm excited because I've never had something like this help so many people, no matter what the underlying condition is. Oxidative stress is the root cause of so many diseases. So if I get a diabetic patient, or I get someone with hypertension, again, I'm going to just say we don't cure, treat, prevent, or mitigate disease. But what we're doing is giving the tools to the body to start to fix, use that vacuum cleaner and clean up all the muck that's inside of the body, or use, you know, probiotics to strengthen the gut, strengthen the immune system, help neurotransmitters be released. So it's just, I have become more passionate because not one or two items have I been able to use across the board with someone. And I'll tell you personally, it's been almost 3 years now that I'm not taking my son to a dermatologist. So I've become even more passionate. I learned about using Nerf 2 on his scalp itself by rubbing it in, using the true science in that realm to help, you know, and using the, we talked a little bit about Nerf 1 and Nerf 2. Nerf 1, that mitochondrial health. I had to redo my internal medicine boards last year, and it's becoming more evident how important it is to protect our mitochondria. And we didn't know about that first. For me, I got excited because there's breast cancer in the 50s, you know, in my family now that never existed. And I thought, what am I going to do to maybe prevent a genetic mutation in my body? So to have tools to give to everyone across the board saying, look, we can reduce stress, we can protect our mitochondria, we can help our gut health, we can help our brain health. I can just talk forever with everybody I come into contact with now.
That's so great. And I'd love to get your perspective, because you are such a successful physician, about what it was like to enter into a network marketing business. You know, we used to be in retail, and a lot of people have heard the story of Protandim and LifeVantage. We sat on shelves for about 5 years, doing maybe about $3 million a year in sales. Now we're doing over $200 million, and we're definitely on a trajectory as people get this information. So what was it like for you to say yes to something like this?
It was easy for me to say yes, to say, oh, I would love to carry this product. And that's what I thought I was doing initially, was getting involved, and it would be another product I would have in my, you know, in my office. And then they taught me about direct sales and what multi-level marketing was. And so, which is, I'll tell you, my husband and I were getting ready to sign on the dotted line to buy a franchise. And when I saw how much this was to get into the business, it was a no-brainer, because I had gone on to PubMed. I knew that we were going to take this product. It was something I was going to recommend. And then to know that there was a better business model, other than just carrying something on my shelf. So I was just blown away to know that there could be a potential for residual income, and not having to spend $250,000 on a franchise and hope it works. You know, so it has become something that my husband and I can do together. He gets to retire in exactly 1 year from Tuesday. And so we're working on this together. And I have a real big passion for medical mission trips. And this is going to be able to do, just really set the stage for me to do this and not worry about covering the overhead of my office, or, you know, or just, you know, what kind of income does it look like? This is setting that stage where it's kind of play money, where I get to go and do the things that just give back to the world, you know. And I enjoy teaching and having a team that otherwise I would never ever come into contact with them. And now they're getting to go and change the health of their family and friends alike. So it's been a wonderful experience thus far. I highly recommend it.
Thank you. It's so great to hear all of your ladies' perspectives. You know, I'll give you mine a little bit. My name's Amy Homewood. I told you guys that earlier. I'm a financial advisor. I've been in the insurance industry for about 30 years. I retired 5 years ago. I had pretty bad Lyme disease, And I was taking 20 to 30 supplements a day for about 15 years. So I really knew a lot about supplements. And I was definitely on a path using natural modalities because it's very difficult to cure Lyme, which is really causing chronic inflammation, oxidative stress, and arthritis, and other neurodegenerative issues, which I was having, cognitive issues. So I got involved in this as a user, and it was just mind-boggling what a huge impact NRF2 activation made on my body. And then I looked at the business and looking at timing and trends and looking where money's flowing in the economy as a financial advisor, and looking at LifeVantage being publicly traded, having no market saturation whatsoever, and knowing that there were just people all over the world that needed to know about this. I mean, there's 7 billion people on the planet. And I think right now we have maybe about 350,000 customers and distributors combined. It's hardly any, you guys. So this is such a great opportunity. And when we look at what women in particular, the challenges we all have as business people, taking care of families, trying to do it all and being totally burned out, this is an incredible opportunity to be able to, connect with other people who are in the same boat, that all just want more time freedom. They want to be with their families. And they also want to be part of something that's going to change the world, which is what NRF2 and NRF1 and Nutrigenomics and Biohacking. And I'm going to just show you guys, I've been a Protandim user for 5 years, but I'm also huge on our True Science product. I just think, you're seeing me, I'm 56. I turned 56 a couple days ago. I had such an incredible result with this line, and the full line came out in 2014, and I started using it. It's very affordable. So when you think about when you look at some of our products, and you'll be introduced to this, and you can go to lifevantage.com, and whoever introduced you to this will share with you the products, the business. But the bottom line is, if you're going to order something, you want to order the Activated Essentials package, and that has the NRF1, NRF2, the probiotic, and the True Science, the Activated Essentials with True Science. That whole thing is $240 without any shipping or anything. It's free. So that's what I'm advocating and telling everybody to start with, no matter where you are. Don't just try one thing. Try it all. Use it. It's going to change your life. And that skincare, 91% of the people that use it, they reorder it. And so that's huge. If 85% of the people that use Protandim NRF2 for 90 days reorder it, so you really want it, you've listened to some of these doctors and they're telling you, you need to take this for at least 90 days and give yourself time to get your oxidative stress lower, that you can actually notice something. So I am so excited about this business opportunity and to be a part of something that's going to change the world and create this beautiful community. And I just want to thank you guys all for being with us today. And ladies, thank you. This will be part of a whole series of webinars we're going to be doing for you. So have a great day. Thank you.